Yeah, for real.
When
Most
Joey,
valuable comedy warrior.
Joey
always
tried
on
to give
side.
me a star of death, one time, and I was like, "Fuck no, no way." And he cut a corner off, and I was like, And then he cut that down, and I was like, "Fine."
Yeah.
I've never been more out of my mind. In my life.
Those gummies, man. He got us
I've
the
never
same
been
from
crazier.
that. I used to have that joke about it. Remember where the guy was like, I go, how much did I eat? He's like, just a leg. It was
Just a leg. Los Gummies Hermanos.
Those
Los Gummies
those
Hermanos.
fucking-
It was
I
shaped
didn't-
like a joker. It was
I didn't
shaped to
know
bring kids in.
where
Those
I was
dudes.
during his podcast.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, he was talking, and then the thing that broke me out of it was he does ad reads, but not like you're supposed to. He's like, fucking ship station. You got to ship your shit out. And I'm like,
If you're a goddamn American,
like-
you need a ship station.
I go, you're allowed to do that? He's like, do what? I'm like, you're fucking like cursing during all the ad reads. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Stamps.com. Like, he's like cursing during all of them. I was like, what?
Joey
It snapped
Diaz.
me out of
Joey
it.
Diaz would get. I remember we found out Dan Murr passed away on the podcast.
Oh, no.
That was.
And Joey goes, Joey, we're high as fuck.
You
And he
gotta
goes,
say who that is first.
He
Denver.
owned a comedy club. He was a crazy drug addict, tyrant.
But we just found out.
Well, you said he was a
"We were-
tyrant because
was
he
it me
didn't want
and
you to go on stage that
It
one
was
time.
me and you.
It was you.
And he goes, God damn it, life's short. That guy was a piece of shit. God bless him. God bless him. God bless him. A real garbage motherfucker. God bless
he's
his
like,
soul.
Dan, yeah, he's gone. He's gone. He goes, he's a real creepy guy.
He's a real creepy guy.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Dan Murr. Wherever you are, and I'm sure it's not a good place.
Yeah.
This is it.
He wouldn't give you your check. He'd be like, where are you guys going out tonight? I'll give it to you there.
He fucking did a lot of creepy things. Rest in peace.
Got to be a tongue.
Oh my god.
It wasn't good. Rest in peace.
Yeah, he's a creepy fuck.
Living with his brother.
Poor guy.
that at the memorial service. Oh my god.
He did a lot of creepy things. Rest in peace.
All those coke guys though, guys who love coke, like that world. Joey was in that world.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
wouldn't
he
give
knows
you his
that coke
check.
world.
He'd say, I'll give you a check tonight. Where are you going? I'll give it. And Joey's like, give me my fucking check now. And he goes, no, I'll meet you out later. Tell me where you guys are hanging out tonight.
Who, Dan?
Yeah, he wanted to come hang
he
out
wanted to
with
be part
us.
of the party. So
He
it
always
was like,
wanted to come hang out with us.
That was I don't mean to be sappy, but that was probably my favorite time of being a professional comedian.
What?
Is becoming friends with you guys and having Joey in my life. And then Joey was like my neighbor. So he was a part of my life. He'd show up to Easter. He'd show up to every event we had. I remember when he slipped my dad marijuana. and my dad's eating popcorn. And my dad's like, I go, Dad, don't eat that. And he's like, and Joey, I remember Joey.
We should tell him they had weed popcorn.
They had weed popcorn, yeah.
Which is so
It's
evil because it gives
Easter-
you the munchies and
So
something to munch
good,
on.
too,
It's
though.
Easter morning. It's like 10 in the morning. The girls are hunting eggs, and Joey goes, Mr. K, want to see the devil's dick today? And my dad's like, well, sure, Joey. And so they start feeding him popcorn, and I go, Dad, whoa, what are you doing? And he goes, oh, Joey's got this popcorn. It's delicious, bud. You should try some. And Joey's going, ha, 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 ha.
So
And
he
I
didn't tell your dad at all.
did not tell my dad, and my dad...
That seems to run in your family.
Us getting drugged?
Yes.
yeah.
Maybe you're asking for it.
My dad went in hard into weed after that.
Whoa.
Really?
It
Yeah,
converted
hard
him.
into weed.
Turned him into a weed head.
And he smoked. He never smoked. He eats edibles. To this day, he eats edibles. So much so it ruined. I paid $6,000 each for us to play at Pebble Beach.
Yeah.
And my dad ate so many edibles he couldn't stand by the water.
No.
And it ruined it.
No.
It ruined- God damn it! The
He's
fuck-
probably worried about alligators, rightly so.
God damn, man. But yeah, Joey, that was the greatest in my favorite time in living.
It's so fun. I remember, you ever have something that's nagging at you until someone mentions it? And then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I've been thinking about that, but I couldn't put a place on it. He gave me an edible, a 25 milligram edible, and then I ate it, and it's fine. And then just something nagging at me. And then eventually someone was like, how you enjoying that 25 milligram edible? And the way he said it was like, and I looked back, and the 25 was crooked. And I'm like, what? And I just peel it off, and it says 250. Ooh. And I'm like, what?
So much. That's so much.
That's so much.
200
energy.
is so much.
But how great was that when we were all fucked up on Molly, the sun setting in your old place, the place Comedy bought, and Diaz is telling us
Joey
stories.
Diaz shows up. Let me tell you something. Celebrate Joey Diaz for the rest of my life. I love that guy. I call him I'm in a legit panic attack. I call him and I go, Joey, Ari just mollied me. And he goes, the words out of his mouth, dog, I'll be there at 5. Shows up, takes the other half of what Molly has, whatever Molly Ari has, he eats it, and he sits bathing in the sunlight of a setting sun in my backyard, telling me, cocksucker, you ain't gonna die. We're not dying tonight, okay? Let me tell you some stories. And he told us stories, and we sat there
like, wow.
mesmerized. And it was like watching God speak because the sun's bathing around him. I'm high as fucking shit. And I'm just looking at Ari going like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I'm a ride or die for that motherfucker. To that moment when he goes, dog, I'll be there at 5.
Yeah.
And he showed up, you know how Joey is with time.
Yeah.
He showed up in 5.
And he had to walk through the house knowing what the house didn't know yet.
Yeah, he walked through and Leanne goes, Joey, what are you doing? And he goes, I can't talk to you, Mrs. K. I'll be back in 10. And then he came in and he goes, Leanne, everyone's a good guy out there. Don't fucking kill anybody.
Sorry, Leanne.
Yeah, God, man.
She didn't know yet?
No.
Nah, she didn't.
I had to pull her into the bathroom and I had to say, what I'm going to tell you is going to upset you, but I need you to take care of me and not you right now. And she goes, what is it? And I said, Ari slipped me Molly. She shuts down and I watch her.
Are you sober by then?
No.
You're full blown,
I am
gone.
out of it.
He's probably sober 6 hours later.
Yeah. On the plane, I was blowing up. And I watch her fucking go white. And she goes, where is he? And I go, we had told Ari to leave early.
Smart.
We're like, leave
Smart.
before we tell Leanne.
You weren't high enough to not get me
So
out of there.
I said, he's gone, he's not here. And she goes, okay. What do I need to do for you? And I said, I don't want to be in front of the girls. I'm really fucked up. She goes, go to the Comedy Store. Your plane leaves at 11. Go to the Comedy Store right now. Hang out with some comics. Laugh. Have a good time. You're going to be fine. You're not going to die. Get on the plane. No rules. Drink. Do whatever you got to do to get yourself there. So I went to the store. The first person I saw was David Spade. Don't say a word.
Okay.
My inner whore showed up. You know this. You know this.
I was
you
there
know
too.
this. You know
Yeah.
this. You know this. I'm a big fan of David Spade. I love David Spade. And I know I'm not dying now. And I'm like, and I tell David Spade, he's like, hey, Bert. And I go, someone's like, what's going on? And I was like, Ari just slipped me Molly, and the room shifts. They're like, what the fuck? And literally Ari Shaffir walks in. He goes, anyone want a cocktail? And everyone's like, not from you. And everyone, it was one of the most surreal. It was the shittiest sober October I've ever had. Because my favorite part is us texting.
Yeah.
But it was a surreal fucking experience that you don't get. You don't get to.
Normal
have.
people don't get that.